Hunters are some of the fastest and most brutal enemies that either Jill Valentine or Chris Redfield will encounter during the events of the game Resident Evil. Being one of the most recognizable creatures to come out of the Spencer estate, Hunters have made a name for themselves thanks to their superior agility and devastatingly sharp claws, getting the name of Hunter thanks to their impressive ability to track prey and work within packs to defeat their opponents. The story of the Hunters as we know them begins with the researchers at the Spencer Mansion and their quest to create ever more effective bioorganic weapons. According to Wesker's reports, the Hunter was developed by William Birkin as a solution to the problem that the researchers were having with their development of the T-virus. Despite multiple attempts to strengthen it, the T-virus only saw a 90% success rate in the subjects that were infected. Something about the differences in the human body saw the researchers stumped at how to surpass this 90% infection cap, and Umbrella's co-founder, Oswell E. Spencer, wasn't satisfied with anything less than a 100% success rate. However, try as they might, the researchers repeatedly failed to meet these lofty goals, and so a solution had to be found. Birkin began work on a new bioorganic weapon that could deal with those who were immune to the infection, and this project would lead to the birth of the Hunters.
A military biological weapon that could annihilate those who went unaffected by the virus, as well as people who were wearing antiviral gear and equipment. This weapon was later named Hunter. However,
Birkin created Hunters as a means of eliminating those who didn't succumb to the virus. Using a human embryo, he would genetically modify these specimens with a T-virus, mixing the embryos with different strands of animal DNA to strengthen them for the task that he had envisioned. Through tireless modifications, Birkin would eventually manage to perfect his creation. The humanoid creature's reflexes and speed were vastly superior to that of any human, and its thick skin gave the creature a natural resistance to firearms similar to Kevlar. Thanks to its ability to hunt and work with other members of its species, the researchers would come to dub Birkin's creatures as Hunters, a fitting name to go with their long knife-like claws and precise attacks. Fortunately, the Hunters would never see their intended purpose. The Arclay laboratory would fall victim to its very own T-virus long before it could ever be introduced into the wild. But despite never seeing their true potential, Birkin's creations would leave a lasting impact on the world that even he couldn't have imagined. Alterations to his initial designs would give these already fearsome foes even more tools to defeat their prey. The legacy of these deadly creatures has permeated deep into the Resident Evil universe, and it all began in the desolate Spencer estate in the Arclay Mountains.